to XPath locator. First standard XPath using contains and or condition starts with and in XPath. Okay. Now I'm going to be show to you. So here I'm going to be create another method which is XPath locators. So here I'm just command everything because already we are done this execution using this basic locator, right? I'm just command this method. So I'm going to be define a test annotation for XPath locator. Okay. So after launch this application, we are going to be execute XPath locator. I just copy and paste here. So this is the 5 method we are going to be looking into under this XPath locator. Okay. So let's go to Facebook application again. So already we are using using basic locator, which is interacting with the each element, which is text box or button and link, using the specific locator, which is ID and name, everything, right? Here what I'm going to be do, I'm going to be use XPath. What is XPath? So I'm going to be tell you. So click on this inspect, move on cursor that email address input box. There we can see the class locator is available, ID is available, right? So so which attribute we are going to be take here? I don't want take ID or class. I'm going to be take XPath using any of the one locator. Here if you want to take class means this is not a static one, so that reason I'm avoided. Here you can see the name and ID it is available, right? So for example, you can take example inside company, they will be designed text box using the same attribute value. For example, before I show to you, right, for mobile number, email or phone text box and password text box, for all the text box the class attribute value is same, which is input text. So like that it will be happen, right? For that case we are going to be using XPath. Here what is the syntax we are going to be follow? Double slash. So here you have to give this forward slash, then you have to give an input one, because this email text box stored under the input tag. First you can define an input tag, then you can give bracket, open bracket and close bracket, then you have to give ampersand. So what is the ampersand? What is the attribute you are going to be defined here? I'm going to be give ID, right? See here that ID it will be matched to, which is email and password. So here in which ID locator you are going to be taken? Equal to single quotes, inside you are going to be put email one, because I'm going to be enter the value inside email text box, right? So this is the syntax you are going to be follow define at the XPath. This is the standard XPath. So double forward slash, then you can define a tag name, then you can open and close the bracket, then you can give an ampersand. What is the ampersand? Look like address, right? If you want to you can go to Instagram, using the ampersand symbol only we can define it everything, right? Or else name or something else, right? So like that you can define it ampersand. So which attribute value you have to mention here? That is the attribute value is ID equal to, what is the attribute value? So here A equal to 10, B equal to 10, like that attribute equal to attribute value, which is email one, right? So I'm just copy. So here I'm going to be use standard XPath for entering the email ID. So here you can see the XPath, this locator is available here. I'm going to be use the XPath expression. So here double quotes inside I'm going to be put this XPath, right? So send keys, using the send keys I'm going to be enter the value, the mail ID address. So the next is contains. Here, so what I'm going to be do, I'm going to be using contains XPath locator for password text box. Here you can see, there we can see class locator and name locator, ID locator and placeholder also, right? So here again we have to see the area label also. Here what I'm going to be do, I'm going to be take placeholder. Placeholder is locator. So the Selenium locator which is available defaultly, that method is available in Selenium plugin which is name and ID class, but placeholder does not available. But we can utilize apart from this basic locator inside XPath using, okay, I'm going to be show to you. Here what is the tag name input, right? I'm just to remove this attribute and attribute value, everything. Here we are going to be use contains. So here you can first define a double forward slash, then you can give contains text. After open the bracket, give contain text and bracket. This is the square bracket like that. So that is the square bracket. This is the one, another one bracket you have to open and close it. Here you can give attribute. So here I'm going to be take placeholder, right? So this is the attribute. I'm going to be copy. So here ampersand, give placeholder, put comma after double quotes. Here we can see the placeholder attribute value is password. Here I'm going to be give partial text which is pass only. So what are the input placeholder attribute contain pass word? That element will be highlighted. I don't give any whole word. Contains means what? That the word contains inside attribute, it will be highlighted, right? So that is highlighted this password one. So this is the way we are going to be defined contains XPath. Okay, so again I repeat you, input the tag name, then you have to given contains, then you can open the bracket. After you can define an ampersand symbol, then you have to given attribute, put comma. So before what we are going to be given, directly we defined attribute and attribute value only like string variable, right? So that reason I'm using equal to. So after attribute I'm put on equal to, after only I have to put attribute value inside single quotes, right? But here contains, I'm using contains. Look like take as example string A contains this string. So like that manner contains only I'm using. I didn't mention the specific attribute value. I just given the partial attribute value, right? So that reason I'm going to be use comma after uh, inside a single quotes. I'm going to be given the partial text, which is what is the contain text, right? So this is the format we are going to be follow using the contains XPath. So driver dot find element by dot XPath. So this is the XPath. Okay. So inside XPath, so what are the tag name you are defined inside? It is the XPath. It will be shorts from this slash. Okay. So after tag name, so the XPath shorts from tag name, right? So here we are using contains. So here I'm going to be entered send keys, which is password 123456789. Okay. So I'm just given pass. Okay. Next, we are going to be looking into using XPath with and or condition. Okay. Now I'm going to be tell you how we can utilize this one. So here I'm going to be use and or condition inside XPath for email address text box. So you can highlight this one. That time only we can able to identify what are the attribute it will be present for this text box. Here you can see we can able to see the basic locator. What are the locator available for email text box, class and name ID, right? So here I'm going to be take two attribute using the AND condition. How we can use. So for starting XPath, what is the syntax we are going to be follow? Double slash and tag name. So here what is the tag name for email text box input? Then you have to give square bracket, close and open. Then you have to give an attribute and attribute value. For that you have to use ampersand. I'm going to be use name attribute. So for name attribute contain email attribute value, right? I'm just copy. So inside single quotes I pasted here. Then I'm going to be given AND condition. If you are giving uppercase, that is the wrong one. So you can give small case, okay? And ampersand. So next I'm going to be take ID locator also. So ID equal double quotes email. So here see what are the input tag contains having, sorry, not please avoid the contains, having name attribute and ID attribute. I'm going to be interact with this element. So using AND condition. So it should be present name and ID also. That time only it will be highlighted. So if you are given what type text it will be available. So I'm just given button. It won't highlight it because it should be present both locator. That time only it will be highlighted, right? So for inside email text box, we can see the name also it will be present and also ID locator also it will be present, right? So this is the format for we are defining the XPath using the AND condition, okay? Here again I'm going to be give driver dot find element by dot XPath. So here I'm going to be given AND condition XPath using the send keys. I'm going to be give sarathi@gmail.com. Okay. So now we are successfully implemented AND condition. Next we are going to be looking into OR condition. For OR condition, I'm going to be use password text box. So go to highlighted this one. Here you can see the basic locator, which is class and ID name also available, right? So here what I'm going to be do, I'm going to be take basic locator and also other locator also. So here double slash input. So for the password, the tag name is input, right? So here I'm going to be take two locator using OR condition. So here I'm going to be take first ID and also placeholder, right? So here bracket, then ampersand symbol, ID attribute equal to single quotes. Inside single quotes we have to given attribute value. Then I'm going to be given OR condition. Then I'm going to be give another attribute also placeholder equal to double quotes. So inside I'm going to be given password. So whether ID locator or placeholder locator. So what are the attribute it will be present any of the one text box, that element it will be highlighted inside application, right? So which element having ID or placeholder, it will be having password, right? Whether it is this one or this one, whether you have to present ID or placeholder, okay? So like that way we have to use OR condition, okay? If I given wrong one also, right? What we have to do, button, it will be highlighted because we are using OR condition, whether it will be check this locator or this locator, okay? So already this ID locator available, so that reason it won't want check the next one. But if you are using AND condition means what happen, it will be check both locator also, right? So here I'll just replace it, or else you can give wrong one also. We can see how it will be executed. Okay. So this is the wrong one, but the first one is right one. Okay, it will be check any of the one condition. So here I'm going to be give driver dot find element by dot xpath. Here I'm going to be give or condition xpath send keys. Here I'm going to be give password some number. Okay. So now we have successfully implemented first three XPath locator, right? The second is start with. So here I'm going to be show to you what is start with, how we can define it this one. Tag name start with. So before contains what we are using contains. For the start with we have to given start with. Okay, this is look like similar for contains format. You can remember. Okay, now I'm going to be tell you go to application. I'm going to be use this start with for um, this button. Okay, I am going to be take XPath for create new button. Okay, click on this inspect, move on cursor for the create new account. It will be highlighted here. You can see what are the attribute it will be available, ID and class, data test ID available. So here I'm going to be take data hyphen test ID attribute. So for this attribute I'm using start with. So what is the tag for this button? A anchor tag, right? So / anchor starts hyphen with. So please remember this is the format look like similar to contains, right? So after define a tag name, you can define a square bracket, then you have to give start with. So then you have to give a bracket. Inside bracket only have to define a attribute and attribute value. Here I'm going to be take this data hyphen test ID attribute. So this is the attribute one, ampersand attribute, put comma. Okay, starts with. So here I'm going to be give contains text only, which is which word starts from in attribute value. So here I'm going to be given start character word only. Okay, so inside double quotes I'm going to be give open registration. The first one it will be given open registration. See, it will be highlighted. So what attribute value starts with open registration, that element it will be highlighted inside web application, right? So here see, so this is the format we are going to be follow for implementing start with XPath. I'm just copy. Here I'm going to be click, right? So here driver dot find element by dot XPath. Inside I'm going to be given starts with. So here I'm going to be perform click. So next is text. So here I'm going to be use the text XPath for login button or forget password. So forget password before we are implemented link text and partial link text, right? For XPath I'm going to be use text. So click on this inspect, move on cursor for here. You can see forget password, right? So here I'm going to be use text. So what is the tag name? Anchor tag. Then I'm going to be use text. Here the exact text I'm going to be give. So that reason put on equal to single quotes give here. Okay. So now it will be highlighted this forget password and link. So here there is one rules is available for contain text and text. So here if any word contains space or lengthy word, that time you can use contain text, because the contain text it will be uh, take care of the space everything, but texters it will be taking care of only the specific text only, right? So most of the time we can use the contain text. If you know this is the text, it will be present only one time inside application. That time we can use text text XPath. Okay, so here I'm using text for forgotten password. Okay, you can use contain also, it will be fine. For example, if you are using contains, if anywhere it will be present forgotten password, that time it will be highlighted, because contains wherever it will be present this anchor tag with forgotten password, it will be highlighted whole things. For the text it will be exactly what it will be present, that time only it will be highlighted. Okay, so if I remove this question mark, it will be won't highlighted. Okay, so you can give the exact text. I'm just copy. I'm going to be driver dot perform click right by dot export text. Okay, so here I'm going to be give click. So now we have successfully implemented 5 types of XPath locator. First I'm going to be execute standard XPath and contains. So I'm just commanded remaining things. I'm going to be execute this one. Okay, so after I'm going to be show to you the next second one. Then the linkers I'm going to be show you one by one, because already I told you link means what, it will be interlinked with another page, right? So that reason I'm going to be show to you one by one. Okay, now I'm going to be execute. Oh, show it. So I'll just again execute, because I want to see that browser. See, it will be entered, right? See, it will be successfully executed using standard XPath and contains. So now I just command it. I'm going to be show to you the next two, which is we are using and or condition. Okay, so here I'm using the wrong one, but it will be considered the first one, or so whether it will be taking care of any of the one attribute, but that and condition it will be taking care of both locators should be present inside application, right? I'm going to be execute. It will be entered email and password both. See, it will be entered. So now the second, third is I'm going to be show to you starts with. So I'm going to be click on the create new account. That button only contain this attribute value, which is open registration. So it will be clicked. So I'm just given thread dot sleep, because I want to show whether it clicked or not. Okay. So after implemented this one, I just implemented. Okay, just show to you. So after clicking on this create new account, it will be display another one page. See, it will be clicked. So this is the sign up page, it will be present. Okay, so successfully now executed. The next I'm going to be show to you text XPath, which is clicking forgotten password. See, the forgotten password, it will be clicked successfully, right? So now we are successfully implemented basic locator and XPath locator. So this is the way we are going to be perform using this two things. Okay, so this is the way. I just shared the document in my blog, you can go through it. Okay, here I mentioned use of locator also. So why you have to learn the HTML elements for basic things, for know the perform action on text box and links, all elements. Okay, thank you guys.